Riverside. Powered by Riverside.
Well, good morning. It is, what is the date? Monday, April 20th, 2026. I hope all is going well today. We have been busy. I've been busy at the Capitol. Welcome to the Nathaniel Midwest podcast. I'm your host, Nathaniel M. Olson. Today we have a lot to discuss. A lot of stuff is going on in the state of Minnesota. I mean, what else can we say? A lot of stuff is going on across the country and the world. Trump is making it a very good thing to do this. This is his plan to bring the world order back to us and have the idea of stuff. But I kind of really wanted to look at some issues that is force going across the United States and Minnesota. And this is the problem that I have, is when Democrats say they're for the American people, but then they back off and want to tease illegal immigrants. Wait, did I say that right? Want to tease little immigrants? No, they don't want to tease illegal immigrants. They want to tease the American people. The American people is the ones that they have the problem with. The American people are the ones that know what is right versus wrong. The American people know what's going on, but the Minnesota Democrats never cared about that in the first place. And don't forget, the tax committee is not going to like what I'm going to say. I'm sick and tired of this. I really am. When you cannot hold Governor Walz accountable, why can you guys think that you can sit in your seat? And let's not forget, you left for 3.5 weeks and we were still paying your salary. Don't forget, they taxed Social Security, still in the state of Minnesota. So I was still paying their salary. I was. So my question here is for the Democrats. Why are you saying that you are for the Minnesota people, knowing that you are not? You never were. You're for illegal immigrants. You make fake bills to say that you're for the American people, but you have other reasons to sneak your stuff in like a Democrat. You're passing bills that we can think like a Democrat, but we can act like a Democrat. Democrats have no notion to care about you. Democrats have never had a notion, but when they can sit there and have a representative say that the impeachment trial is stupid, do you know what they are saying? They are saying that my speech was stupid. It's very disappointing to see what's happening in this state. It really is. And it's very sad. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say on everything. Everything that I fought for, everything that I reminisce for was a joke. Everything that I prayed for, everything that I fought for was a joke in the Democrat side. The Democratic Party don't care about the American citizens. They never did care about the American citizens. Not one bit. Not one atrociously did they care. Not one life did they care. Why? Why do you think they care? Why do you think they care? The Minnesota Democrats never cared for one thing. They didn't. And sadly, we're looking at a system, and this is what I always talk about the Nate Real Midwest podcast, is I will hold accountability. There needs to be accountability. But everything was Trump at the hearing. We should not be having a taxes committee All the committees that we should be having should be about fraud. All the committees that we should be having is help the American people. I'll be damned to the Lord Almighty if he strikes me down on earth. Exactly, people. It's what it is. I'm not playing games no more. I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to be like that. No, I will never be nice. Mr. Olson is not going to be nice anymore. Yeah, I already got permission from the thing. I'm going to let loose on it. I'm going to let loose again. And the reason why I'm going to let loose is because we cannot just stand there. This is why I do a podcast. This is why I run a podcast. This is like the only reason I can get my feelings out here without hurting any people's feelings. I don't care about hurting your feelings. You ain't American. You're evil. You're evil. And bet my bottom dollar, when people are suffering in the state of Minnesota, you are going to turn a blind eye like you have done in the past. You turned a blind eye when the Republicans got the majority. You were not happy when the Republicans got the majority because you wanted the majority and you didn't show up for 3.5 weeks. And how do we think that we're going to trust you to show up for the Minnesota people? Every Democrat in this state across the border of Minnesota and across should be ashamed of themselves. Should be ashamed of themselves. But we're going to stand up and watch stuff keep going. It's mind-blowing, people. It's mind-blowing. Why are we? Well, let me repeat this thing again. I know people are going to hate me saying this. Why are we voting you in? Why are you voting me in? I don't care about this bill. You know what? I don't care about you raising high taxes. I don't care how you have to blame Donald J. Trump. You know what I care about? I care about the disability people that are suffering under Governor Walz while you guys can't vote to impeach. How about I should read you some stuff? Each of you on the Democratic Party should take a questionnaire, and I want a yes or no. That is what I need. We're not going to play games in here. Mr. Chair, I want this. Each of Democrat, I want you to know, you should all be ashamed of yourself. No, freedom of speech is freedom of speech. I will be ripping each and one of you a new butt. I will be ripping each and one of you core. What I saw, and some of you guys were in that impeachment trial, should be damned ashamed of yourself. Laughing, smirking, is that what the Democratic Party is all about? I was giving my speech. And I was literally just, you guys were just laughing and smirking like it's funny. It's not funny when disability people are being abused. It's not funny when a vulnerable adult was pushed and shoved by a staff member. That is not funny. It is not. And it really breaks my heart to see what happens in the state of Minnesota. You don't want any accountability. You want fraud to come in. But bet your bottom dollars, if we do not clean this fraud up, the federal government is going to come in, and then you guys will be crying and boo-hooing. Trump is not playing around with us. He strictly gave us more warnings and more warnings and more warnings, while you guys can sit here and laugh like it's a committee. How dare you? I come before this house, the committee. I was not here to watch my people and suffer and die while I can see you guys start this in a committee. You don't care. So how dare you think you care of a party of communism? The party of communists is sitting right of the Republicans. That's who they are. They will back Governor Walz. They don't care about the disability people. They do not care that people are suffering in the state of Minnesota. What they care is raising taxes, more money. Well, you know what? Let's do this. If you really think we have a dictator, okay? You really think that we have a dictator. I hate to say this. Look who's a dictator in our state is Governor Walz. He is the only dictator that we have. And you call Trump a dictator. You guys are so brainwashed, I can't believe what's coming out of your mouth sometimes. You will believe every mainstream media, you will believe CNN, you will believe every mainstream. How about you do some research and talk to the people who are suffering? Because not one of you put out a compassion when our own Minnesota citizen went homeless for 8 months. And you're telling me you want to raise taxes? We should tax the wealthy? That's what we should be doing? Is taxing the wealthy? It's greed, ladies and gentlemen. It's greed. It's greed. I will make a point. So how dare you sit in this committee and think that you care about the Minnesota people? How dare you sit in this committee and think that you care when you guys were gone for 3 weeks? 3 weeks! Because you guys gonna throw a fit because you guys didn't get the majority. Well, guess what? Suck it up, buttercups. Somebody had to tell you. You are not for the Minnesota people. You are not for them. You're okay with this fraud. You're okay with our tax money. You're okay with our governor committing treason. Article 3 of the Constitution, adding and embedding our enemy when we are sending our taxpayer dollars to fund a terrorist group. That is treason. I think a lot of you guys have forgotten what the United States Constitution is. The United States Constitution oversees the state constitution. It's like a boss. Remember? You guys even remember that? Some of you guys said you got into school, but I think some of you guys forgot the Constitution. You know very well that Governor Walz is doing wrong to the Minnesota people. You know very well he's allowing this fraud to continue. You know very well that if you want to cover him up and back him up, you're as guilty as he is, and you should be all removed from office. Each and one of you. You should have been removed from office in January, but it seems like President Trump gave you a grace period. A grace thing. If there was an executive order he signed that every state and federal employee must be back in office day we start session. And guess what the Democrats did, ladies and gentlemen? They boycotted it for 3.5 weeks. We were still paying their taxpayers. So no, they should have not gotten paid. They do not deserve to have their seat in this office. They should be federally and state removed. And do not believe, do not say, oh, because we were supposed to go to, no. 67, the Republicans took back the House. Suck it up. Suck it up. You were all acting like children. You were throwing a hissy fit. And you tell me you're for the Minnesota people. You tell me you are for the Minnesota people. Oh. Next time I hear a Democrat, we're helping the Minnesota people, I am going to laugh so hard. So hard. Do any of you on the left, on the right side of the aisle care for disability people? Raise your hand. You can't. All right, I'm going to ask the Republicans, do you guys care about disability people? Raise your hand. See? The Republicans do. The Democrats don't. Makes a lot of sense. They only care about illegal immigrants. Do I have to get it straight to your guys' head that people are suffering? Look me in the eyes. Do not look at your phone. Look me straight into my eyes. Do I have to get it straight that disability people are suffering and being abused? Is that okay with you? Look me straight in the eyes. Is that okay with you? I'm going to ask all of you, all of your representatives here, to ask me one question. I want you to answer this. Is it okay for a disability people to go homeless? Yes or no? Is it okay for a disability people to go homeless? Yes or no? Is it okay for a disability person to go homeless? Is it okay for a disability person to go homeless? So why wouldn't you have compassion when it was on the news that Sky went homeless for 8.5 months? Where on earth was the sympathy? Wait a second. There was no sympathy because it was not Larice Good. It was not Alex Prenny. It was our own Minnesota legal citizen that went homeless. And there was no compassion from the Democrats. The Republicans were outraged at what was happened. Do you really want people to suffer? Do you really want people to die? Let's raise the taxes. Let's figure out the fraud. You want to talk about a dictator. You want to talk about dictatorship. You want to talk about having your rights being infringed. Well, look at the freaking state of Minnesota. Look what's going on here. And let's not forget, half of you guys were in the Health and Human Services Act, didn't want to vote for parents' rights. You should all be ashamed of yourself there. We're looking at the party of evil. That is what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. Plain evil. How dare they think that they care? How dare they think that they want to care? How dare they? Oh, let's raise the taxes. Oh, this doesn't matter. Oh, this... I don't give two craps if this doesn't matter to you. Disability people are suffering in the state of Minnesota, and you are turning a blind eye. That is what you are doing. You are turning a blind eye. But if it was illegal immigrants suffering, ladies and gentlemen, oh, the Democrats would be all over. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, this person shouldn't be homeless at all. Oh, this was so... Are you kidding me? That's what they care about? Oh, the illegal immigrant says, let me make something damn clear and sure to you all. Medicaid is not gone. He stopped federal Medicaid funding. I'm still getting Medicaid. Talk to the people that are on Medicaid. We're still getting it. We're still getting our services. They didn't cut us off. That's another lie you told the Minnesota people. You kept lying. Oh, thank you. You kept lying. Your lies are going to catch up to you. Your ways are going to catch up to people. And the people that wanted to protest on the No King's Day protest, I wonder where was the protest for the disability people. I'm wondering where were the protests for the people that were having their kids taken away. Oh, there was no protest there, Mr. Speaker. There was no protest there, Mr. Chair. There was none. Because Trump is a dictator. Trump is a king. Well, I think if you read the Constitution, as you guys stated, you have read the Constitution. Does anybody know what article, the first amendment in the Constitution? Anybody? Freedom of speech. But who has been prohibiting on freedom of speech? Not the Republicans. Oh, it's the Democratic Party of the state of Minnesota. They didn't want pro-ICE people to come. They want anti-ICE people to come. Let me say something very, very clear. You work for us. We don't work for you. I think that's what a lot of people forget. You work for us. We're paying your salary. And if you don't do your job right, if you do not do your job right, you're fired. You all should have been fired when you did not show up to literally support the Minnesota people. Put on your big boy pants, stop being babies, and come and do your work. No matter if you lost the house or not. Exactly. We talk about fascism. We talk about the Democrats want to imprison people for freedom of speech. Wait, I thought that was a Republican's idea. No, you know what they want to do to Nick Shirley? They want to pass a bill called the Nick Shirley Act. I cannot wait until the Democrats pass the bill called the No Nathaniel Act. Bet your bottom dollars and it's not going to go past because the Republicans would support me and stand up for me. I'm so surprised that how stupid Democrats are. You guys haven't brought a bill called the No Nathaniel Act, literally barring me from speaking the truth, barring me or trying to imprison me. Is what your next plant is, you radical Democrats? Because California is doing it, and we are literally called mini California. I mean, what on else am I supposed to say here? Are you guys going to introduce legislation? Oh, we would never do that. Oh, you would never do it because a black man, hate to pull out race, is not on your party. That's why you're mad. Well, too bad. I would never be on the party of evilness. I would never be on the party who only thinks about illegal immigrants. I will never be on a party that says it's okay to kill a baby at 9 months. That is the party I will never be part of. But all you guys talk about Trump on the Epstein. Have you looked about Hillary Clinton's Epstein stuff? Have you looked at Bill Clinton? Oh, let me tell you, you should go down some holes about Hillary Clinton if you really want me to go there with you on that. But it's America first. It's Minnesota first. It's not illegal immigrants first. It's the true American citizens that sweat their back, making our country better and better. That should what be on the table. Lowering taxes. Taxes are unconstitutional. So we don't have to pay our taxes. We don't, because we can bring you the United States Constitution, and that oversees the state constitution. Stuff that I think the Democrats don't like. When stuff oversees the state constitution, you don't like it, you cry a hissy fit. You're not here protecting women. You say you're for women's rights. My body, my choice. Remember that? You cannot speak about my body, my choice. Hush. I'm still speaking. Freedom of speech. Remember, if you have a problem about that, bring out the No Act. Pass the Nathaniel No Act bill. Bring legislation. Bring it to the House floor. And I bet you it will not pass. Because 67 Republicans are going to look at you and be like, are you kidding? This man is speaking the truth. He's advocating for people that cannot be here to advocate, to tell you how you really feel. I've been nice. There are people that would rather shout in your face and tell them how they feel. I'm being nice. That's the problem. How? How are we going to fornicate this into a law, how are we going to tell that the Minnesota Democrats do not care? They don't care, people. We're done. We're done with lies. We're done with your bullcrap. You decided that you didn't want to show up. You suffer the consequences. Why are we suffering the consequences? How many Minnesotans have left the state? Over about 1 million people left the state because of what was going on. That should show you what is happening to our state. That should show you what is going on. Mothers fighting for their child to stay with them. That doesn't matter. There's so much that you guys can do for the Minnesota people, but it seems notly. It's crazy. It really is. And it's sad at the same time. And we're watching people suffer. Like it's okay. Like it's the best thing that has ever happened to people. It's outrageous. It really is. It is so outrageous. Well, thank you so much for joining the Nate Real Midwest podcast. I'm your host, Nathaniel M. Olson. I will be back at the Capitol Tuesday and Wednesday, finishing up my last couple speeches. I will see you guys then. God bless you. God bless Minnesota. God bless America. God bless Donald J. Trump. And God bless everyone who showed up today. I will see you guys on Tuesday and Wednesday. God bless. Nate Dogg signing out.